All right, what is up? We're back with the Mustang. It has been almost 2 weeks since I've driven this car. The last time I drove this car was for the Bass Pro Car Show, and then the following day, that Sunday, was the RVA's Finest Meet, which was a great local meet, much smaller than the Bass Pro one, but a very, very good meet. Got to see a lot of people that I haven't seen in years. Definitely some nice supercars from McLarens and stuff, and Lambos and older cars. Really cool stuff. So I know that they'll do another one, so hopefully I'll attend that one with this car. But ran into some people as well that have a Z and stuff like that. Cruised with them a little bit, went to get some food. It was definitely a great time. So some people that are actually in my unit that live local, we were just kind of happened to be at the same car meet, and walked up and was like, oh shit, what's going on? So definitely had a great taco spot after the meet. But yeah, that was the longest time I actually have driven this car besides Mustang Week. So we are back with the car. I have a tag laid out finally since 2016, but let's dive into this video. The reason I'm kind of covering this video in a much not so bright scene with the sun out is because I wanted the fog lights to be on to kind of give it that cool look, I guess, to kind of have a better background. So last week, LMR, Late Model Restoration, they are a Mustang vendor, and they're probably the biggest competitor to American Muscle, I believe. LMR is in Texas. I've been to their store plenty of times, or will call place to pick up parts. Great little shop area. And then across the little way, I guess if you want to say, they have if it's that's the trash can, and then this is the will call place, the warehouse, and then they have this other building that far over in the parking lot, to where they develop and apparently test and have a dyno for all their parts and stuff like that. LMR released their own version of the 99-01 Cobra front bumper. That is awesome. So now we're waiting on the amber taillights, because if those actually do drop, I probably will honestly get rid of mine. And we're also waiting for the 03 to 04 rear Cobra bumper that's not in fiberglass, because there will be people that are like, oh, they have them out there. Yeah, no one wants the fiberglass. The fitment is shit, and I don't want a fiberglass one. I would rather have the ABS plastic or whatever material that they use. So now we're just waiting for LMR to do that. How were they able to do that? That I don't know. I don't have the answer to that, because Ford each year would not release a patent. Maybe they designed their bumper a little different. Maybe they just worked around. Maybe they paid somebody. Maybe somebody kissed the ring. I don't know. But whoever did it, thank you. Because not that I'm going to get one, and I don't know how long they will stay on the market, because LMR went through a separate company a while back, a couple years ago, for the 0304 side skirts. Those were fiberglass from what I remember, and they apparently were shit, so they discontinued them after 6 months, I believe. Maybe my story is wrong, but that's from what I remember. Same thing with a set of SVE Corbo seats, I think that's how you say it, Corbo seats, something like that as well. So they went through a few series. They looked good, so I don't know what happened there. Those are just some of the stuff that I remember. LMR has also done stuff for the Fox body, cup holders and stuff like that, which is, ironically, I don't think the Fox bodies had them. I don't know, but there you go. So they make parts, and they did the 99-01 front bumper, and everybody on Marketplace, the day that it dropped, was punching in the air, because those people were not able to sell these bumpers for over $1,000 anymore. I'm sure there people are, but a lot of those listings there was a shit ton of listings and a shit ton of comments about people just trolling them. I didn't take part in it this time, but these prices were coming down to $700, $600 for the OEM ones. Now, I believe LMR is selling theirs for $600. You can use the fog lights, the factory fog lights, and you could probably do what I did. I still have the 99-01 bezels, but I'm running the 0304 fog lights with a diodynamic LEDs kit in there. So the story about how I got mine, long story short, I had an 0304 Cobra bumper, wanted a 99 again. I've had a 99, I think I've had 4 99s, 3 or 4, and I had a 2000 Cobra R freshly painted Cervini's hood from when I did the first Coyote swap. So I spent $600 from the supply paint myself and having Mike paint the hood on the car. This guy who lived an hour away from me messaged me and was like, hey, I'll trade you my 99 front bumper that's already silver. So this one is still silver from when I traded, or when I got it. So I gave the story away a little bit. And I was prepared to give cash on my end, but he was like, well, I want your front bumper too. Now, remember, my bumper was an eBay pre-painted bumper. It was not an OEM Ford one. But I was like, sure, but I want cash on your end just to see what would happen. I would have traded straight up, honestly. And he was like, oh, I'll throw in my GT hood too. So I got his silver factory GT hood, which was probably worth like 50 bucks. It was actually in great shape. And it was the hood that came on this car originally. And his 99 to 01 front bumper, I gave him a brand new like chin spoiler for it and brand new fog lights and all that, and went and bought my own chin spoiler and fog light setup, as you can see now. I got that, and I think like 150 or 200 cash on top of that. So I think I got the better end of the deal. I didn't really care about the hood at that point because it's a 99 to 01 front bumper. And a couple years ago, I think it was like 3 years ago now, I didn't have, or LMR wasn't making these, and it was super hard to find these. So I was like, if I can come out, drive an hour, meet this guy halfway. So I think I drove like 35, 40 minutes, met this dude halfway at a gas station, or no, a Walmart parking lot or something like that. We traded hoods. I didn't even drive my car. He drove his car. So I think he had to put his stuff on in the parking lot from what I remember, because we ratcheted his hood off, slid the hood in the Tahoe at the time when I was driving that, and the front bumper. And I was like, yo, this isn't, because I checked the stamp on it. I was like, this is a Ford OEM 99 bumper. So all the people that are punching the air right now because LMR dropped their balls on the marketplace for these people selling this bumper for like over $1,000, scarcity and the demand for them, people would still troll, but they would sell. There was somebody always out there buying these for over $1,000. I'd seen them go close to $2,000 and people were buying them. So there you go. Now, will I ever sell mine? No. But if I ever did, or if something ever happened to this one, I would just buy one of the LMR ones. I imagine that, people have already started buying them. They probably fit pretty well because LMR is really good with their stuff. Their test fit and all that. So I can't imagine. And I imagine if, one was not suitable for somebody, a customer, they would take care of it right away. But yeah, that's honestly the bumper. LMR dropped their balls, their dick or whatever on the marketplace game, and all these people that were getting rich. The meme, like I think it's the Indian guy or whatever that has like all the gold chains and the money, and it's always that meme that pops up with like, unfortunately, like a hurricane something comes and roofers are about to be rich and stuff like that. That meme, like that's LMR, what they did to the marketplace, and then there's no more people selling these for that much. So that is a story about how I got mine. And I think the OE price, honestly, should be right around $600 or $700 because it still is an OEM one. It's going to fit, so it is a Ford one. Ford doesn't make these anymore, but that range where I think where LMR should sell theirs, maybe like $450, $500. What a hood or bumper kind of goes for that's not OEM but is the quality or fit of OEM. People are still going to want that OEM look or that OEM kind of nature, I guess, that reminder in their head that like makes them feel good or sleep better at night. To me, I don't care, but I have one, so there you go. That is a story about how I got mine, and that's the story. If you don't know, you can go to lmr.com right now and buy one of those bumpers, because marketplace they're probably coming down to marketplace. I don't know, but yeah, that's it for this video, guys. That's all I got. Honestly, nothing right now in the Mustang except for some true fiber, carbon fiber coil covers that I got last week. I'll eventually put those on, and that's going to be it for the car right now until that front control arms for the K member come in. So I'm still waiting on those. Then I'll make a whole video kind of just covering the whole build process of that. So hopefully LMR can release a 0304 rear Cobra bumper. And if they did some amber taillights, I think I might part away with these and put them in storage or something where all the other stuff is, and see what the ambers look like on this, because I think it would look really nice, especially if the car lowered and everything. Oh man, it's definitely I love this car, man. This car's definitely come a long way. So if you're in the market for a front bumper from 99 to 01, hit up LMR. You get a brand new one, not a marketplace one. No, mine's not for sale either. The side scoops are for sale though. Just haven't had time to get those out. So that's going to do it for this video, guys. It's dragged on long enough. I'll catch you guys in the next video, whether it's a 4Runner or the Mustang or a new build coming here soon. So yeah, have a good one.